Thanks.
Okay, so they found us. I love that. See, we were trying to hide from y'all. How's everybody doing? Hope you're doing wonderful. Welcome to the Trade Talks Live. I'm Roger Wakefield, 45-year plumber. I actually started plumbing in 1980. That's a day or two ago. Oh, look here. Kevin Hawthorne is back. Welcome, brother. Good to see you in here. And he beat you.
He did.
He
did
beat
good.
you today. Look at that. Guys, if you've been here before, welcome back. We're glad to see you here. We don't know why y'all keep showing up, but God, thank you for coming. If this is your first time here, we talk about the trades. We talk about all the trades, and we talk about them each and every day. And we do it live at 11 o'clock Eastern time because, well, that's lunchtime. So if you're in a position where you want to take lunch, but you want to learn and grow, we talk about new stuff. And it's not about knowing everything about everything. It is literally about there's less out there that you don't know any more about. And like I said, we get to do this every day. And I said we, because as you see, I ain't alone here.
Good morning, everybody. I am Henry Wakefield, a.k.a. Squirt, as you typically see on the screen down here. Representing a new shirt today, you know, getting a little comfy. I'm a 20-year pipe fitter by trade. Now I run Leak Pro, and we would like to thank Leak Pro for sponsoring today's episode of the Trade Talks. And Leak Pro manufactures the most precise leak detection system for professional plumbers. If you're a plumber out there and you want to add leak detection to your company and your business, it's something you don't have in your specialty kit yet, it's a good thing to specialize in, but you can give me a call and I can teach you how to do it. I've got a training center here that we built out, teach you how to locate the lines, pinpoint locate leaks under a slab, outside of a slab, even in sewer systems. So check out the equipment. I always suggest the complete kit at leak.pro. Yeah, leak.pro. That's it. That's all you got to type in.
That's it.
That's it. Or you can give me a call at 1-8888-LEAK-PRO. I'd be happy to discuss the equipment or the training with you.
And if you want to learn to do what we do, if you want to learn how to do YouTube, but you think, you know what, YouTube won't work for me. Yeah, it will. YouTube's not the problem. It's that voice inside your head telling you that it won't work for you. But I've created a webinar where literally I teach you don't have to have the best equipment. You don't have to have all that expensive equipment. You don't have to have 1 million followers. You don't have to have 1 million views. You can literally learn to do YouTube and all that will come along. So if doing YouTube is something you've thought about doing, thought about learning, go to www.justmetroger.com. I'll help teach you how to do YouTube. All right, so we're going to go ahead and jump into the main show. National news. Construction material shortages are impacting project costs nationwide. And we know it. We've known the tariffs were coming. We've known that they're here. And now it's starting to get kind of serious. So let's kick things off with today's national news. Construction projects across the country are taking a hit due to ongoing material shortages. Specifically, we're seeing a squeeze on concrete, steel, and lumber supplies. Contractors from California to Pennsylvania are reporting delays and budget overruns, particularly on commercial projects and large-scale infrastructure builds. Now, I got to tell you, that's where they're seeing it right now, and that's where they're reporting it. But if you've got a $10 million project and you're having to pay 10 or 20% extra on materials, you see it. But guys, this is scary because if you're in residential service or anything like that, where it's a $400, $500 ticket, you're still paying that 10 or 15% more for materials. And if you're not raising your price accordingly, you're losing money too. You're just not seeing it as fast as they are. So what's driving it? Well, supply chain disruption to global shipping issues. All this. High demand and rising fuel costs. In the Southwest, concrete is in such short supply that crews are being staged between jobs. In the Midwest, steel deliveries are being quoted at 12-week lead times. Now, you need to know this because if you're an estimator and your steel pipe is 12 weeks out and this job starts in 2 months and they're trying to get you to fine-tune the bid, it's like, dude, y'all done messed up.
That's it. Material shortages are difficult because sometimes it doesn't matter what you can pay. Guess what? There's still no material to get.
Right.
They can't get it to you, period.
It's like buying a unicorn.
Well, I'm going to say 12-week lead time. That's
unheard
equipment
of.
is 14-week lead time typically to get an air handler unit. Like, that's just kind of your standard. It's 12 to 14 weeks.
Because they got to build it for you.
Because they got to build it, not steel. Like, oh, we just got to feed that through the steel mill real quick. Way more goes into building an air handler unit. This is getting crazy, and you've got to try to stay ahead the best that you can. Short term, this means project managers are dealing with constant rescheduling because things keep getting delayed and pulled out a little further because of the shipping delays, things like this that's going on everywhere. They're going to have to rebudget.
Mm-hmm. Which is what nobody wants to do.
Nobody wants to rebudget.
Oh, your job's going to cost you more now.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. We didn't put that in there.
And then also your subcontractors, there's delays on them because guess what? They're fighting the same material shortages that you are also. So long term here, you can expect material prices to remain volatile well into 2026. So some of the things that you can do, a lot of pros out there, they're trying to pre-purchase materials. If you know how much pipe you typically use, try to get some ordered ahead. Go ahead and lock yourself in. I understand it's a risk, but if you know that you're going to use that pipe, guess what? The risk is kind of low. It's better to go ahead and get locked in with that pipe because the risk of not being able to get that material is even worse. You also want to try to negotiate some flexible bid clauses, escalation clauses in there. Look, if it does go up, we're going to have to do this. Or you can even shift build techniques, like using steel studs instead of lumber where applicable. Others are working with local suppliers to lock in partial deliveries or alternative brands. You know, sometimes you can switch some things out depending on the site that you're working on. But guys, the good news here, analysts predict that we'll start seeing softening prices and improved availability on lumber by Q1 next year. Steel and concrete may follow by Q3, bearing any major geopolitical disruptions. Sorry. Let's get the rotation going. So now we'll move on in here to the bottom line and talk about some effective strategies for minimizing overtime cost. Overtime cost is a lot at times. I was in the union. Sometimes they had to pay me triple time. It was holidays.
And you
well
enjoyed
deserved. That's it. But you want to try to reduce this as much as you can. They didn't just do that because, oh, hey, we're just going to let you work every day of the week like normal. No, it was because everybody was out of the building. There was a reason that it was a shutdown, and they did pay us that overtime. But you wanted to keep that dwindled to the minimum manpower that you really needed to get that job done. You didn't need extra guys there just hanging out in the way. But how do you actually reduce overtime cost without cutting corners or burning out that crew? First off, guys, the best money that you'll save is in scheduling. If you're not building your weekly plan with precision, you're likely paying for it on Friday. If you don't plan that week out right, overtime starts to affect. And if you're not set up right, you don't have that covered. But use some digital time tracking apps. There's a bunch out there to actually track and set
and they work.
Alerts and things like that. And it keeps up that productivity in real time. They work. They send you notifications, different things. Also, get proactive with your labor forecasting. Know how many guys you need, when you need them, things like that.
And that's part of projecting. And when you were estimating, did you help put that construction schedule together, or did you leave that up to the project manager?
Ish. Luckily, my boss that I kind of worked hand in hand with for the most part, he was a great schedule guy. He had been a project manager on a lot of industrial projects. So when I was bidding, it was a lot of industrial. I had done multiple industrial projects, but I didn't have the history he did. So he kind of took over the schedule. But honestly, like my manpower curves, the recap that we built through would kind of lay that out. At least a good general rule of thumb, at least, to give you an idea man curve for that.
See, I used to love it because I would take, as soon as I got handed a project, I wanted the blueprints because I'd go through and highlight every freaking line that we were installing by color, by system, by whatever it was. And then I could put the labor factors to it. That way I knew how to track my labor because I'd break down my codes that way. Yep. And I normally have a project manager help me, but that way I could track it by system. So you've got 50 feet of pipe that's 2 inch and then a bunch of 1 inch going off, and you break that labor down accordingly. And it does. You can make it make sense, and it works. But all this stuff will help you when you estimate your labor hours per task and flag when you're trending over budget. Because if you know, hey, heating water on level 3, we've got 100 hours. Well, we're at 80 and we're halfway done. Yep. We got a problem. Real world example, small electrical outfit in Houston switched to real-time crew tracking, saved $18,000 in overtime over 3 months. That's at 72 grand a year. Just saying.
Yeah.
3 months just by reshuffling their crews based on the daily demand. So that's why I asked if you help put that together, because if you know where you need people, it's like, hey, look, next week I need to move 5 people for 7 days. You know what? Next week, he needs 10 people for 2 weeks. I can take your 5 people for 7 days, but I still need more.
That's it. Like, we would do that with laborers. We would only keep a few laborers. We had really good ones, but we were very strategic on which jobs they were on, which days, who really needed the extra labor there to handle some things. And if you watch that really close, every job stays covered with that one guy. And it's not, oh, I've got to have a laborer on my job. Yeah, I'm going to have him busy 4 out of 5 days. The other day, he's just not going to be free. Send him to another job. Let him actually be productive for that time. And if you can shift that crew that way and stay on schedule that way, it saves a lot.
And I love this, because if crews understand the why behind schedule changes or why there's a tighter work window, they'll more likely buy into it. They're going to support you. They're going to help you. Weekly job site huddles can go a long way just by clarifying this and communicating that information. All right, so we're going to roll into safety now. Preventing falls through improved guardrail and netting systems. Now, I remember the first job I ever went on to that had a netting system. I wanted to jump in it. I'm just like, man, I just want to jump off the side.
It, baby.
I know. So falls are still the #1 cause of death in construction, accounting for more than 1/3 of all job site fatalities. And that's directly from OSHA.
Coming from
okay?
OSHA, yep.
The good news is that guardrail and netting systems are getting smarter and easier to use. Modular systems now lock into place without tools. And the new tension netting can be installed faster and reused across multiple levels.
Were you ever on job sites that had the metal guardrails that would just, they'd lock in, they'd clip in? You could unclip a little deal and you could remove this section of guardrail, move it out, fly stuff in, and pop it right back into place.
Yes. I've been on those, and I've been on the ones that had the landing pads.
Yes.
That you put on.
That stand out.
What they call them? It wasn't called a landing pad. It's called a... Anyway,
yeah,
you literally they could fly it up, the crane would hold it, put it
like
in.
Deck.
You put these
extension, that
screw jacks in that would anchor it down to where literally it was trying to push up on the floor above it, and they were rated for 10, 20, 50, 80, 100,000 pounds, whatever it is. Yeah. But there was also a framing contractor in Denver that reduced fall incidents by 80% after implementing tension netting, combined with a rigid guardrail post. Yeah. On their multi-story wood frame builds. Now, I want to look at that one more time, because I want you to think about this. Framer contractor never reduced fall incidents by 80%.
80%, that's huge.
How many people fell off the building before? I'm just, look, if you reduced it by 80%.
5 times as many.
But I'm like, hey.
Yeah.
Because all that was netting and guardrails.
You just cut 4 out of 5 falls. Bam.
People had to have fallen off the building.
Yeah.
I want to call a little brown BS. That means bull sewage.
Have you ever been looking up, though, like you're looking up at a layout? No. And been like backing up, looking at something that you're doing, and ever bumped into a guardrail at the edge of a building?
Yeah, but there were guardrails or something up here anyway, or should have been.
I understand. I'm just curious. Gosh. Have you ever been in that where the guardrail technically kept you from walking off the edge of the
Probably
building.
not.
I feel like I've done it once or twice. Now, it probably wasn't like the actual edge of a high-rise building. It was probably from a landing to another landing or something, but I feel like I've done that before. I've backed up and tripped over a piece of pipe that was laying
You
behind
sure
me
we're
before.
related?
No.
Okay. Don't forget training. Even the best systems won't help you if your team doesn't know how to use them, how to inspect them, how to install them, how to maintain them. Invest in fall protection.
Please.
You need refresher courses. You need toolbox talks, and use real world photos of Randy backing up into a guardrail, almost falling off the edge of the building.
right.
That way people know what to look for.
That phone was distracting.
I know.
Walking and texting again,
I know.
man.
Stay off your My Fans page. You're not getting rich. Loose clamps, unbraced corners, improper edge spacing. And guys, here's why you all need to know about this. If OSHA comes up there and it's wrong, everybody on the floor gets the fine.
More or less zero gaps, guys.
Yep.
Zero gaps. Anything 2-inch or bigger, it's got to be sealed. It's got to
Do
be
they allow
covered.
2-inch? I didn't think they're allowed any
2-inch
gap.
penetrations, you've got to have
Oh, penetrations.
like
okay.
penetrations
A floor hole
also
cover.
like
right.
Yep. Everything's got to be covered and safe. Like it's pretty wild.
New construction. Okay.
It's been a while.
No. I like
Been a
this.
while.
Data center construction nationwide is exploding.
Yes.
Data centers, those big boxy server farms where all your AI stuff is being housed,
Popping up faster than ever.
and everywhere. Northern Virginia, Texas, Arizona, the biggest hotspots. Texas, because it's in the middle of the country. The other two, whatever.
It's okay though, because this boom, it's going coast to coast. There's no state's going to be left out of this.
Yep. Biggest hotspots.
The reason
I love that.
cloud storage, guys.
Yeah, we got to have it.
AI workloads. How many conversations are going on with AI right now? A lot. That's why it takes a lot of data centers to be able to actually compute that, be able to keep those conversations going.
No, I get it.
Also, remote work. Since the pandemic, remote work has become way more normal all over. And that's driving demand like never before.
Mm-hmm.
There's a data center. So one data center alone can be a $500 million job. And they need HVAC, plumbing,
I need a lot of HVAC.
fire protection, tons of HVAC. I was a pipe fitter.
Crack
I love
units.
Data centers,
And it's not the crack you're thinking.
No,
Computer room air conditioning.
that's it. Plumbing, fire protection, electrical. Tons of electrical that goes on in data centers also. A bunch of cables to run. But also some leak detection systems.
We know a little bit about leak detection.
That's it. And you want them dialed in to perfection because anything that happens in those computer rooms, any moisture gets in it, you need all systems to shut down without shutting down the data center itself. So you're going to have to, there's a lot of parts and pieces and controls that go into all these things. So it just shuts off the part that's actually leaking, not the complete system. But we're seeing a lot of innovations here, especially in energy efficient cooling systems like rear door chillers
Whoa.
and hot aisle containment.
Why you need a back door chiller?
Because it
It
gets you.
gets hot.
It's it. These projects are also a gold mine for employment, guys. And when I worked on a data center,
Loved it.
How many hours do you want to work?
Yeah. Because the faster they get it up, the quicker they make a ton of money.
That's it. There was one I was working in. It was funny because the building space typically rents out for like $1.50 a square foot. Oh, but if they build a data center in there, that's $4.50 a square foot.
Yeah.
It
Which is now
triples.
10 or 15 a square foot.
That's it. And yeah, this is a while back, but it quickly grows fast. If you're in a trade and you're looking for high volume, long-term work, consider getting certified in some data center installs. They always need more people and they are booming and there's going to be more and more going on and getting built all over the country.
And guys, they're a gold mine for tradespeople.
Yep.
Because there's so many of them. There's so many of them that are being built now, but there's so many more that are going to be needed. The more we rely on AI, the more we need data centers. The more we're on computers, the more we need data centers. It's everything in the world. Every time you put something in the cloud, it's in a data center somewhere.
Yep.
every time you save something, every time you get on AI has to go out and find that information. It's in data centers.
Every time you run that card, credit card, debit card, whatever, all those transactions get stored on a data center.
I want to build a data center on Mars. Rent space up there, build it there.
Oh, there you go.
That way we don't take up all this beautiful greenscape.
Yeah, I like it. I like it.
Should we do it? Can we do it? Maybe the moon. Start with the moon.
Yeah, start with that.
Wait, we'll put it on the dark side of the moon.
That's good.
See,
Good.
I'm just
Have a
saying.
good bar. Yeah.
You know, the thing is, like, guys, like, the opportunities are out there. If you can become a data center guy in your company where you understand data centers, crack units, electrical, plumbing, how it all ties together, when you can do anything and everything there, it's amazing. Okay, is it time?
We'll run through them real quick.
Okay, Mr. Kevin Hawthorne, good morning to you. Great seeing
morning.
you in here. Squirt has been in a couple of times.
Yeah, no.
MD Rob says, hello, sir. How are you? We're doing wondermous.
That's it. Wonderful.
Josh Tadlock says, Roger, you should grow your beard out. What?
They want you to
Time
look
for
more
a
like me.
rebrand. Josh, I would have to change my logos. I
Everything.
would have to change everything. Scam Pro Techniques says, hello, guys. Hope you had a good week so far. You know what? It's been great.
It
It has been wonderful. Looked through your email yesterday. We need to talk. We're putting together a cool little sponsorship package, so holler at you. But look, guys, we love what we get to do. Do y'all know that?
Sure do.
I mean, love it. But it's because we get to help people.
Yes.
Okay? So you help them by starting with their mind. You can't just help somebody. You can't just throw a tool at somebody and say, there, go use it.
Nope.
You got to build confidence in young trade apprentices. Now, this one's close to home for a lot of us because new apprentices don't always come in with confidence.
No, they don't.
Some plumbers don't even come in with confidence.
Yeah.
But that's okay. It's our job as leaders to help build it. Mentorship is key. Pairing a green apprentice with a seasoned, old, ornery, mean tech. I worded that pretty good.
You did.
Accelerates learning and creates a safe space for question. Maybe not the safe space for questions in the
Depending on
beginning.
which old man it is, that's true.
Yeah, but it also depends on, are you asking the same stupid question over and over every day? Or are you asking intelligent questions? Because if you're asking intelligent questions, they like that.
They're happy to answer.
They're like, you know what? You made me think.
Yep.
Pup. And that normally don't happen.
Cub.
Pup, cub,
Love
turd,
them all.
whatever it is they call
That's
you.
it.
Whatever it is they call you. But use your feedback like fuel.
Yeah.
Don't just say, man, you did that wrong. Say, you know what? If you'll try it this way, here's what'll happen and here's why.
Yes.
And now they're like, oh, okay, that makes sense. But if you just go up screaming and yelling at them, they ain't hearing nothing. Nothing.
That's it. You want feedback so bad. Like
Good or bad.
that was something that I really enjoyed about the union is they would kind of give us apprentices questionnaires, kind of, how's it going on your job site? How's your superintendent? Just kind of getting a little bit of idea to see if they might need to shift you around some. Because there was a plumbing company, they dropped its apprentice turnover by 40% just by adding a structured feedback process like that. That went out.
If the union would ask questions to apprentices, they probably lose 40% of their instructors too, just for feedback.
Well, we always wondered how much of that feedback they actually read
Yeah, they
because
don't.
ours were actually pen written cards. It wasn't digital to where you could have AI search back then. So it was kind of our curiosity. We're like, yeah, do they really look at our cards or are they just looking at the hours that we're working?
Yeah.
Is that it? Also, celebrate small wins.
Amen.
That is one of the biggest things. When you are first coming in, you don't know what you're doing right, but those attaboys, man, that feels good. It's like, holy crap, I'm actually doing it right. I'm doing what they told me, I guess. Okay, good. Let me keep going. I'm doing a good thing. And it gives them that confidence that we're talking about.
Mm-hmm.
But also, take a minute and talk about stress.
It's a good thing there's no stress around here.
I love that we got rid of our stress here. We just flushed it down the toilet and it went
what we
goodbye.
do.
That's what y'all should try to do on your job. See if it works. I doubt it. But talk about the stress, because we get put in some stressful situations. Explain that to the youngsters that are coming in. Hey, look, yeah, occasionally during a shutdown, it can be stressful because every second counts. If you've got this $1 million a minute machine shut down, guess what?
You're
Every
nervous.
eye is on you,
bet.
waiting for you to finish to get it back on as quick as you
And
possibly
sometimes
can.
they're literally standing there watching.
Sometimes they're literally right
can
there.
Can y'all move any faster? It's like, no.
Yeah.
It's like, okay.
Not safely.
Yeah. And look, the job site pressure, guys, it's there. It's real.
Yeah.
Let your apprentices know that mistakes are a part of learning. That alone can keep someone from walking off the job. I remember I had an apprentice call one day, and he normally didn't call, so I thought, okay, it's like, hey, man, I could hear it in his voice, and he's like, look, I messed up. It's like, okay, are you okay? He said, yeah. Is the customer okay? Yeah, it has nothing to do with anybody. So okay.
It's a good thing.
So what's the problem? He said, well, I'm on this job, and I ran the camera down to find out where the break was, and we came out and we dug it up. I said, yeah. He said, well, I started cutting that pipe. And as I was cutting through it, I realized, man, this is cutting hard. It's a PVC pipe, but man, there's something wrong here. I was cutting through the head of the camera. He said, look, I'll pay for it. I said, no, you won't. He said, but these are expensive. I said, oh, Joe, I know. He said, so I feel like I should pay for it. And I'm like, you know what? Are you ever going to do this again? And I mean, you could hear it in his voice. No.
Yep.
I mean, he I don't know if he was crying, but if he wasn't, he was right there. And I'm like, brother, you know what? We're going to learn from this. We'll tell everybody else about it tomorrow. Once you mark it, you pull that camera back out, put the camera up. Don't cut through it. It happens. Let them know, hey, it's okay. I didn't kill him. And after that, he's like, hey, you know what? I watch this all the time now. Good.
That's it. Mistakes.
They happen.
They happen all the time. And the best thing you can do is to learn from that mistake so that you slow down a little bit in that future and don't repeat that mistake ever again. And that's the key to the industry, I think, is taking those mistakes that you make and actually trying to figure out why and how so that you can prevent it from ever happening again in the future. Not to say it won't, because
It could.
it can. So
And they got to understand that's okay too.
that's it. Yeah.
Okay, so we're going to talk about our sponsors. So y'all know it's Leak Pro. Today's show is brought to you by Leak Pro, your solution for pinpointing slab leaks without the hassle. If you're still subbing out your leak calls, you're leaving money on the table. Leak Pro's kit includes everything, the complete kit, everything you need to get started. Plus, the training is built for plumbers. One recent trainee out of California recouped his entire investment in less than a week by landing a reroute job. If you want to stop outsourcing and start profiting, head to Leak Pro, head to leak.pro and book a call. Classes are limited to 3 plumbers at a time for hands-on learning. So when you want to learn more about it, give Squirt a call at 1-8888-LEAK-PRO. The complete kit is the best way to go, and the training can completely change you as a plumber and your company and the revenue that it drives in.
That's
I covered
it.
that pretty good.
You did. You did. Invest in yourself, guys. Like, I got a plumber called today. I had to call and verify. He ordered 2 complete kits this morning. Just called, hey, I see they're 4 minutes apart. I just want it. He said, yeah, it wouldn't let me do 2 in one cart, so I had to do 2 separate orders. I do want 2. Bought one last year, love it. Opening another branch, so I want another one for this one and then one for the new branch. And it's like, man, love to hear that. I'll get them shipped out for you today. Don't worry.
Where are they located?
Florida, Tamarack
Okay.
or something like that, I think is what it was.
I mean, I'm thinking maybe we just fly out tomorrow afternoon and deliver them and say, hey, you know what? Just thought we'd come by and say hi Friday morning, see how, or Saturday morning, see how y'all are doing. Hey, Florida's kind of nice this time of year.
It can be.
If you want to learn to do YouTube, which is what helps the phone ring for Leak Pro, I can teach you how. And it all starts with a free webinar. If you want some of your questions answered, go to www.justmetroger.com. There's a lot to learn, but once you do, it can completely change you, your business. It can change your life, I promise. Now we're going to jump into all trades, improving productivity through cross-trade collaboration. And it's neat because I interviewed a lady who helped start, build, and grow and sell one of the largest mechanical residential service companies in Dallas. And it was neat because this is one thing she said is they literally, when you came to work for them, if they didn't have anything to put you on right then, they would have you ride with a different trade. See how they do things.
Yep.
And I love that. Have you ever been on a job site where the HVAC crew rips down your plumbing lines or the electrician drills a hole through your PVC vent to pull his wire through? I'm just saying, I've seen it. Another bad one is the cable guys. They come in there like, you want an outlet here? They'll drill a hole out to your house. That way they can go out there and run it.
Yep.
They'll drill through your
whatever
vent line, electrical line, water line. They don't care. Sparkies cut your hangers because that's where they want to put their conduit. Yeah, that cross-trade collaboration isn't just nice to have. It's a money saver. Start with a shared coordination meeting during pre-construction. Use digital tools. There's a lot of them out there, and I love all the BIM information modeling, building information modeling. There's all kinds of things that you can do, but sometimes you set the people in a room and let them see how it all goes together. Because when we're hanging pipe, that's all we see.
Yep.
That's all we think about.
The system we're running.
Yeah, what we're working on, there is nothing else.
Yep.
But the overlay puts the plans and everything right there where you can see conflicts before they happen. A good CAD team is going to do that before the prints get put together and out to the job, but it doesn't always happen. General contractor I know in Austin cut their change orders by 60% just by running a weekly clash review. Imagine that. You sit down on Zoom, you pull up the drawing, here's the clashes, what can we do? But you've got to get all the trades involved. It takes about 30 minutes and it can save you thousands of dollars. Would it be worth 30 minutes a day over the course of, say, a 1-year project? Or 30 minutes a week. I know I said a day.
Yeah.
To save you thousands of dollars.
Yep.
Not only thousands of dollars, it's going to save you frustration and headache and all that out in the field. Encourage a culture of respect between crews. When each trade understands the other's workflow, everybody gets to win because now we're all working together. Now it's like, hey man, look, did you get your stuff in yet? It's like, dude, I am running behind, but you know what? Thanks for reminding me.
It is so much easier to put in a job as a team. Even if it's not your company or your trade or whatever, we're all trying to get the building in together. It takes all of us. It takes every single trade out there to get the building complete. Don't forget that. It takes the guy that's working next to you. Even those Sparkies, as much as most of us don't like them, we've got to have them to get that job done and energized and get the power flowing. So work together, be a team player, run clash detections and everything. Clear communication is the key to a lot of it.
And it works.
That's it.
Okay, laws and licenses. And let's talk about the legal implications of OSHA violations.
Yeah.
I mean, recently
we don't talk about this a lot. Let's talk about
the financial end of it.
That's it.
Yes. Recent case studies in the last year, OSHA fines have jumped. Some 6 figures a year. Now, we know that's possible because we know that once you get that first fine, which is normally 10, 20, 25, 30 grand, something like that, maybe 50, it 10Xs after that.
Yeah.
So add a 0 to it.
That's it.
Some into 6 figures.
A lid on a bottle, when I was in, it was 10 grand was the fine if you didn't have a lid on a bottle. Even if it was chained and everything, it was just the lid missing. It's 10 grand.
What if you have a pour
next time it was
pours
100
1 ounce at a
X.
time automatically? Is that not the kind of bottle you were talking about?
No, different bottle.
Oh, okay.
Different bottle.
Framing subcontractor in Tennessee was just fined over $140,000 after repeat fall protection violations. Now, I'm telling y'all, it's serious. Once you get it, it goes up.
learn from that mistake.
Learn from somebody else's mistakes so it don't cost you the 10 grand.
That's the best way to do it.
So what that tells me right there, their first fine was probably 14 grand.
Yep.
Because now we're going to 140 grand.
That's right.
And if you don't like this one, guess what? That next one's going to be even more.
Yeah.
Teach your guys to do fall protection or don't come on the job. Okay, that money doesn't just come out of thin air. It hits your margins, your insurance premiums, and your ability to bid future work.
It's the biggest one.
I mean, was Randy's biggest deal. How do you keep your insurance factor below a 1?
That's it. If you can keep
Always.
that TCR below a 1, you can bid on all these jobs. But guess what? If you're over 1,
Yeah, we've only got these 3 small ones right here.
we don't care.
Yeah.
That's it. No, this you get this pebble. Sorry, no boulders for you.
Yeah,
no
we're
rocks.
and the reason we're going to give you that pebble, we hope you can get through it safely to get your number back down. Then we can introduce you to this other stuff.
That's right.
But here's the deal, guys. Document your safety training. Perform internal audits every single month. If you're not watching your safety program, OSHA will. Assign a site safety director, even on smaller jobs. Have somebody, we used to take a hand and say, look, man, I need you to shut down an hour early every day, and I need you to walk around and look and talk to every crew. Are we doing things safe? And then we really messed people up. We said, wait, don't just wait till the end of the day. Do it right before lunch. Do it right after lunch. Do it right after we get started in the morning. You got 5 days a week. Pick a different time every day and juggle it around. That way they don't know when you're coming.
That's it. But on top of that, they're going to be in different mindsets at different times of day during the week. So you're going to get different responses and different actions of how they handle things. Because it looks a lot different on Monday morning than Friday afternoon.
Yeah. and Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, you get in that role.
Yep.
But Monday, you're like, man, I'm still thinking about the weekend. I forgot to wear my fall protection. Okay. Go home. Let's try it again tomorrow.
Yeah.
Because I'm not going to get another $140,000 fine.
That's right, guys. Best way to avoid this, keep your crew trained, your site documented, and your compliance tight.
But yeah, because ignorance doesn't matter.
No,
You
they
can
don't care.
say, hey, I didn't even know.
Nope.
Well, it's your job to know what's going on in your business.
You've got that training in your pocket because a lot of guys, you got to have OSHA 10 and everything. Guess what? If you've got that, you learned enough that you ought to know better.
But not only that, a lot of laws have changed here lately.
A lot have.
We talk about it every day.
Gotta
We
stay
tell
current.
people every day, guys, OSHA's changed their rules and regulations.
Take a look.
And if you're thinking, well, it ain't got nothing to do with me.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah,
At least browse it.
it does.
Take a look through it. See what's changed
Better than
for
that,
your world.
go to ChatGPT and say, hey,
yeah, you can do that.
I own a plumbing company. What OSHA rules and regulations have changed that may affect me?
Yep.
And let it give you a summary. Just saying. Derek Sutton says, like the shirt, Squirt.
Yeah, buddy. Thank you,
Man,
sir.
so does he. He has
know,
been
it's-
so
it's
excited
cool.
about these.
Feels
Look at
pretty
him.
good.
Leak Pro from
Big
top to bottom.
logo.
The most precise leak detection system for professional plumbers. I
Yeah.
love that.
I know. Something new, lightweight. Like I could feel it instantly just walking out this morning. I was like, oh my gosh, I can feel the wind as I walk now. It feels pretty good.
And it looks kind of like that logo right there.
It does.
I'm just saying.
Pretty close.
Kind of neat. Notice I held that down. I didn't want to pick it up.
Yeah,
This tea
to pour
pour
it
all
out.
over me.
Oh,
Yeah.
that would have made for an interesting show.
I'm sure you'd have loved it.
I would have clipped that for a short.
Business training. We're going to move on here to something better. Effective techniques for customer relationship management, CRM. We talk about this all the time. If you don't have a good CRM, you want to learn something about it, go to rogersmarketingmachine.com. Chad didn't even put www in front of it.
That's good.
Just rogersmarketingmachine.com. Go check it out. Because if you're running a business,
He's learning.
I'm learning. If you're running a business and you're still using sticky notes, don't say
I do
nothing.
occasionally.
Don't
I do
say nothing. I
occasionally
was fixing to
still.
say,
Like-
I do too.
Still have to, but not running the whole business.
If you're using that to track your customers, it's time to level up.
Yep.
CRM software, there's a bunch of it out there that gives you tools to track services, track service history, send reminders, even upsell. Hey, our technician noticed that you had a water heater that was 14 years old and it's got a 6-year warranty. Just going to remind you in case you decide it's time for another one. By the way, here's the estimate that he had put together. in case you didn't see it. It's not a hard sell. It's just, hey, just reminding you, we've already put the package together. You just say yes, or you say, you know what, I need to wait 2 or 3 months. Yep. But the problem is with delays and tariffs and everything, 2 or 3 months, it may be 10 or 15% more, but
yeah,
just letting you know this is the price for the next 30 days.
That's it.
It'll also help you manage your reviews. If you have not got a review from a customer and you just press a button, I used to say that, John Trumbull, just press the button, make it work. He's like, yeah, y'all think just press a button, it changes everything. You just got to press the right buttons.
Yeah.
But here's the deal. Guys, if you're not managing your reviews, 5-star reviews can help you grow faster than anything. A good CRM helps you do this all in one place. So like I said, I've got a group of guys together that help put this together for you. If you've got a company, you want it to grow, you need a CRM. Go check out Rogers Marketing Machine, I'm telling you. Okay. Make with Mike's is top of the morning. It's almost lunchtime, brother, but I'm ready. I'm ready. This week I have my eyes set on a rivet gun.
Okay.
Looking at the M12 version.
Ooh, all
my,
right.
my kind of guns.
Yeah.
Morning, Henry.
Morning.
And Kevin. Kevin is always the first one in the house. He is good stuff. Good to see you, Mike. Hope everything's going well. Guys, go ahead.
I was going to say there's an HVAC shop that had told me that their follow-up rates on estimates jumped from 40 to 78% after implementing some automated text and email reminders using that CRM. That's what I use a lot for setting up a lot of my meetings, things like that. I've got CRM softwares that does all that for me, and it sends me the email. I've just got to go in and tell it, hey, I booked a training, so I'm not available for you to book me. And staying on top of that, though, it's pretty easy to do. And once you get it all set, it runs. You just got to check it occasionally and make sure it's still operating properly.
And here's what I love about this. If you're small, this is the best time to do it.
The best time to do it.
I mean, literally, if you go to Rogers Marketing Machine, I think it's $497 and then $97 a month. If you can't afford that, raise your price $10 an hour.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, take care of it. Because here's the thing. When you're small, it's easy to implement. You get everybody download, you get everybody in. Then when you just add customers, it does it automatically. And your office staff will thank you when they don't have to dig through all the notebooks to answer simple client questions. It's all right there. So many good things. And the CRM's great. Go ahead.
I was doing that yesterday. Actually, Colton came and asked me for some of the names from some people that I've trained here recently and everything. It's like, oh, hold on. Oh, that was this one. Oh, here you go. Here's the list. All the conversations, everything. It was so quick and easy to just pop in and get to. Whole lot better than flipping through a spiral notebook like I used to do. It wouldn't take me long, don't get me wrong, but it would have taken longer flipping through a spiral notebook trying to find the right dates and everything where I'd written all that stuff down. CRMs are great. If you do not have one, get one. I know that a lot of us are in trades and we're kind of stuck in our ways.
And we use the one I'm talking about.
And we use the one he's talking about, Rogers Marketing Machine.
Rogers Marketing Machine.
I use High Level. Yep. And the team, if you go through the Rogers Marketing Machine,
they'll build it out for you.
They'll get it all set up and get it started.
It's kind of nice.
Simplify.
Or with you. I'm not going to say completely for you.
They're going to help.
With you. They still need your help. They don't know all your information.
That's right.
All right. Vehicles. Now, this is probably one of the biggest things I'm ever asked about. Do we lease? Do we buy? Do we wrap? Do we paint? Do we keep them forever? Customizing trade vehicles for maximum productivity is really what it's about. Guys, that is a rolling billboard. Your work truck isn't just transportation. It's a mobile shop. It's a billboard. It is transportation too. But pros are now customizing their vehicles with slide-out drawer systems, rooftop ladders, side ladders that will actually fold down where you ain't got to get that up on top of the roof. You pull a lever down and it folds down beside it. Inverters. You need to hook up your computer. You need to build a desk inside. I have seen some of the greatest vans set up in ways that they've got a full-blown office in there.
Yeah.
Okay? Pipe bins. What pipe bins do you need? Are they on a rack overhead? Are they down inside? Or are they under the floor? There's so many different ways and so many things you can do. You name it. You set it up the way you want it done. One plumber even built a mini soldering station in a van hole, a little slotty head. Upfront cost, okay, it adds up a little bit, but the return in time saved is real. Think about it. If your crew saves 30 minutes a day in searching for tools or setting things up, anything like that, it's 120 hours a year.
Boom.
Yeah. What is your labor rate?
That's 3 weeks, guys. 3
Multiply
weeks.
that by their labor rate.
Yes.
You're paying them $50 an hour?
Yeah. 120. Ooh.
Yeah. $6,000 right
Adds
there.
up quick.
$6,000 that you save doing one little thing. Start small.
Yeah.
Mount your most used tools and label all your bins. And if you've got a fleet, every vehicle is set up the same.
Yep. Except for the one-offs, the super specialty.
You bet. Yeah.
custom
All he
ones.
does
That's
is slab
different,
leaks, leak
but-
detection. That's it.
Yeah.
His van's different. He has tools in it you don't have. Or you're the guy that pulls around the hydrojetter trailer. Okay.
Yep.
You don't need your van set up with flappers and fill valves and
Yeah.
garbage disposals. You'll thank yourself the next time you're in a crawl space and you need to restock. Because when you're down there and you're like, you know what, I know exactly how many I have of this each and every day. And I love it too. My interview a while ago was great. I mean,
It'll be out in a couple weeks
yeah.
on the Trade Talks channel.
The lady has literally helped start, grow, build, maybe start, build, grow, and sell one of the largest residential service companies in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. And I love it because when they onboard a guy, bring somebody in, hire them new, hand them the keys to the van, there's a checklist. You're responsible for every piece of material on it.
Yeah.
Everything. And you sign off, that material is now yours. You go home tonight, empty that truck, bring the van back tomorrow, and say, okay, well, you owe us, $50,000 for all the materials that were in it. Guys, you want that set up so that you're more efficient on the job, so you can make more money. And if you learn how to make sure that you've got things set up where you've got everything you need, where you need it, when you need it, and anybody they give you to work with you that day, Squirt, will you go out to my truck and grab 4 3/4-inch copper 90s solder? He knows right where they're at.
That's it.
And then when he gets out there, it's labeled.
I was going to say it goes right back to that labeling every bin.
Yeah, but you don't want. But you don't want to have to look around the entire
Correct.
truck for
No,
what bin
you
does he
don't.
keep his things in.
That's it. You want to know the area.
But when you hit that same spot that it is on the truck you were in yesterday and the truck you were in the day before, it makes all the difference in the world, guys.
Yep.
Set yourself up to win. If you're not setting yourself up to win, guess what? You're not going to.
That's it. You're going to fall behind the others.
Yeah, and man, and look, I was very competitive. When I joined the union, I really think the reason that I made it in the union is because I'm competitive.
Because I kept waking you up on time.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's part of it too.
No, you were competitive because,
But
I remember the stories back
I
whenever
knew.
he was the rat on the
You
union
bet.
job, and they were
Yeah,
riding him hard. And he was like, yeah,
I want
watch
to come home
this.
cry because they're talking trash every day. But I'm like, you know what? I know how to beat that.
That's it.
All I have to do is outperform you every day, and eventually you're going to shut up because I'll point it out.
That's it.
Well, gee, I noticed you got half your header done. I got all mine done, and we started on the next one. Mine's True Love Square Plum. There are no leaks on it. How come I keep having to come back and fix the leaks on yours? And I'd come up and ask them, why am I having to fix the leaks on your work?
I
They
loved
hate that.
doing that.
They hate that.
Especially
and
when-
eventually, you can shut them up.
My favorites are when you're fixing somebody else's mistakes on a job. You find out whose it is, then you run into them on another job, and you're like, "Hey, you ain't soldering. Nuh-uh,
Yeah.
I don't care. I done fixed so many of your leaks on this other job." And they're like, "Wait, oh, well, I was having a bad week. I don't care. If you have a bad week here, I don't need you doing that task.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Please just stay away from it. I'll handle it."
Excuse me, did you take bad weeks out of the rest of your life? Because I don't want to be around when they happen.
I don't think they estimated your bad week into the job.
Yeah. They did not put any of that in, I promise.
Right.
But man, when it comes to setting up a van, set it up to win.
Yes.
Set it up to where you know everything else. And it's funny from talking to her too. She says, look, marketing was my big thing. So I drive down the street nowadays. I look at a van. I'm like, oh, y'all are marketing all wrong. And you can tell by looking. And I remember one of my coaches a long time ago talking about driving down the road. And he's coming up by this van. And it's a company that was in his peer group.
Okay. Yep.
And he's like, oh my God, I love this. This is beautiful. And he says, I pull out my phone to take a picture. And then I get up beside it and I put my phone back down. He said the dashboard was covered in crap.
Oh.
Every receipt this person's had eating at McDonald's every day for the last 5 years was on the dashboard.
Yep.
And he says, and I'm looking at it and I'm just like, ugh. He said, I would go crazy if they pulled up to my house to work. Because if that's how they treat the vehicle they're in every day,
Yep. How are they going to treat my
how are they
house?
going to treat my house?
Yep. Yep.
Guys, that's a rolling billboard. It's transportation. It's your warehouse on wheels. And if you keep it stocked right, it's a game changer. All right, social media spotlight, HVAC today. And hold on, but before we get into this, I want to tell y'all, thank y'all for letting me go off on a rant yesterday. Pat Green's special was really, really good. You can still go to the Pat Green Foundation. I think they said it'll be up for a while. Guys, they raised $1 million in 2 hours last night. $1 million. So I wanted to say thank y'all because we talked about it during this segment yesterday. So I want to say thank y'all. Anybody who went, watched, donated, if you haven't, guys, there's still 160 people missing in Central Texas. There's over 100 dead. These are 100 children, parents, neighbors. There's parents now that don't have children. There's children that don't have parents. Go to those websites. It's the Pat Green Foundation or go to Pat Green's YouTube channel. There's a place on there where you can click to make a donation. $1 million in 2 hours. God bless America. That's pretty cool. All right. Sorry
For
about that.
sure.
Sorry about that.
We love supporting.
Man, you know we do,
America.
and I think about it yesterday. If it was me, you, or one of my grandkids, I'd be like, Pat, what can I do? How do we help? So, man, put yourself in those shoes and see what you think. Okay, the DIY HVAC guy.
This is Dave
Hello, Dave.
out of Utah.
Hello. I don't know why. I think I know Dave.
You may.
This week's spotlight is on DIY HVAC guy, a fan favorite among both technicians and homeowners. Go ahead. Why this one?
All right. So here, we're just been doing it since 2017.
Okay.
So 8 years in.
Okay. Got started about the time I did.
400,000 subs.
Okay.
64 million views.
Got to love it.
Cruising along.
Mm-hmm.
And guys, it's... Now I feel like watching this one. You can recharge your home AC like a car.
That's cool.
Now, I
That's
was
cool.
an apprentice that did have to occasionally charge my AC unit on my car, so I know how to do that.
Mm-hmm.
I never knew I could charge my own AC unit at home. That's pretty cool.
That is
Now,
cool.
I'm curious as to how realistic it is, but this is one here. And this is a big one. It was actually me and one of the team members were talking the other day. Cleaning your condenser coil. If you don't know what that means, definitely look up a video and check it out and do it. If you're in a high AC area. We're in Texas, so we use a lot of AC.
Yeah,
here.
and by high AC area, I mean you need the AC to survive.
That's right. And, well, we definitely have to.
Well, yeah. I mean, we could survive in 100 degrees without it,
That's it.
but we're going to be naked.
Most popular here. This is the one it's been a little while. Outlets and stuff up at your actual unit. Being able to take it tied to an emergency to keep that heat going, things like that. Little fixes for different things. He actually goes through taking care of your HVAC system. He'll take those complex systems and he breaks it down into everyday language so that we can all kind of understand it. And that's why a lot of homeowners like him, things like that, like you were saying.
Now, I break stuff down into everyday. I point at something, I say, that thingamajiggy right there.
That blue thing. Oh,
I'm
that's
not being
solar.
technical.
My bad. That's a solar
being
panel.
technical.
Never mind.
Yeah.
Not that thing. I
There you
meant
go.
the other thing. And that's the thing is he'll break it down to where you can kind of understand. And I think homeowners like it because they get an idea as to what HVAC people do.
Okay, scroll back up a little bit. We need to find out what unit that is. We need to get one.
Which one?
Solar
free-
heating
this
and
one?
air conditioning.
Okay.
Okay, the solar panel.
Yeah.
Because that's
I
the
know what
biggest
you're
problem
talking.
with your shop
Yeah.
is what we don't have power out there yet.
Yep.
Which now that we've disconnected that trailer, we could.
I
jump it over.
already know.
Yeah, we need to. But I like that idea even better.
Yep. No, that
Okay,
is
okay,
good.
go ahead. Sorry.
That's good because I want to look at some other solar
Squirrel.
stuff out here. Yeah. Welcome to my world.
I'm just saying.
But he does
it's
a lot
here
of
for a
different
reason.
things, guys. And like, let's look at the oldest here. When's the first one? Okay, so 3 years ago is when he actually started posting.
Okay.
So
Kind of like
cruising
us.
along
We didn't
pretty
start
good.
in the beginning.
That's it. Shorts. Let's see. Let's see what we got on popular shorts.
Okay.
Just curious here. Never seen this before.
I like that line right there. Never seen this before.
Yeah, I know. Like, you know what? Let's see what we got, boys. Got a unit running.
I guess that's his
He's
drain.
flushing it out. Yeah. Okay. Huh. I'm not sure.
I could. It's
Never
too
seen
too
it. Yeah,
small
no,
for
I'm
me
trying
to
to
read.
read some of it, but like,
Okay.
oh, it's flooding. It's flooding down
Oh, it's
there.
pumping out the sub
Uh-huh.
floor. Okay.
I bet it's
Crawl
just
space.
draining into the crawl space and it's been flooding it out.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
that's what it is. The air conditioner's
devastation.
drained down there forever.
Yep.
Oh, look at it. There it is. Turn down.
They didn't. Yep. So like, guys, that's one of the things I love about socials is you can see some interesting stuff. Things that are normal, things that are completely abnormal. And my favorites, trying to figure out how somebody did some of the stupid things that I find on socials.
And we find it all the time.
We find it all the time.
So
And
anyway.
look, have fun with it.
He takes complex HVAC issues like refrigerant, balancing, static pressure, or mini split diagnosis and breaks them down into everyday language. His ductwork videos have saved hundreds of homeowners from calling in reinforcements. Guys, go check it out. The DIY HVAC guy. Now, if you want to learn how to do what we do, I teach people how to do YouTube. And I do it because it completely changed my life. It completely changed my business. But if you want to learn how to do YouTube, you want to learn how to make videos, you want to, like I said, do what we do. But you think, what won't work for me? That's the biggest problem because YouTube isn't a problem. It's the voice in your head telling you it is, telling you that it won't work for you. So go to www.justmattroger.com and check it out.
Everybody, we would like to thank League Pro for sponsoring today's episode of the Trade Talks. They let us come in here, hang out, and talk trades for an hour every Monday through Friday, except for major holidays. But Leak Pro manufactures the most precise leak detection system for professional plumbers. And I always suggest checking out the complete kit at leak.pro. Yeah, leak.pro. That's all you got to type in to get to our website nowadays. But also, if you're not familiar with how to do leak detection, give me a call. I offer a 2-day in-person training here just outside of Dallas, Texas. I'll teach you how to locate lines, pinpoint locate leaks under a slab, outside of a slab, even in a sewer system. So give me a call at 1-8888-LEAK-PRO. I'd be happy to discuss the equipment or the training with you and how we can add this to your business.
All right, going to jump into questions real quick or comments. Mike says, yes, I finally finished the full remodel of affordable healthcare clinic in South Florida.
Good job.
I'd love to work in South Florida for a while. Says, took me 3.5 months, did most of the floors, cabinets, and electrical myself. Had a good plumber to add sinks and patient rooms. Made flush the wall and removed a fountain, P-trap on and off valve. Guy's name was Auger, so his company is called Auger's Plumbing. There you go.
Awesome.
Pretty good deal. Says, yes, a showroom and office is inside a lot of vans now.
Yeah.
Just ordered labels, stuck them on every box. Like the video, viewers, and shares this link to get others educated. Amen. You're human. Ran a little bit. If you have to, it's okay. Mr. Matt McDonough jumping in says, Mr. Miyagi and Plum and Squirt, happy Thursday. Sorry I'm late. Work has been crazy. Love you. Bye. Go League Pro. 10-4, brother.
Have a good one, brother.
Guys, look, we love what we get to do, and we love the fact that you come in and enjoy it with us. If you've ever got questions, comments, anything you'd like us to talk about, man, put it in, send it to us, whatever you got to do. So jump in, say hello, and we'd love to hear from you. If you're still working, which hopefully you are, it's lunchtime, whatever you do today, do it safe, but have fun.
Everybody, happy Thursday. Tune in tomorrow. Hope to see you back here for a wonderful Friday show. Guys, get out there, hit it effing hard. You know we will. Bye, guys.
See y'all.